France entered World War II with one of the largest armored forces in Europe, fielding a wide blend of modern tanks, outdated World War I designs, and highly advanced cavalry machines. In this video, we break down every major French vehicle used in World War II, tanks that rolled into battle during the desperate days of 1940. Let's begin with France's most numerous tank. 1. Renault R35. The Renault R35 was the most widely produced French tank at the start of World War II, serving as the standard infantry support tank for dozens of divisions. Designed in the early 1930s to replace the aging Renault FT from World War I, the R35 emphasized survivability and simplicity over speed or long-range firepower. Its role was not to duel enemy tanks, but to accompany French infantry in slow, methodical assaults, an idea rooted in static trench warfare mindset of World War I. 2. Renault FT. Although designed in 1917, the Renault FT continues to stand as one of the most influential tanks ever made. It was the world's first tank to incorporate the configuration now considered standard, a fully rotating turret on a tracked chassis. Its revolutionary layout shaped every tank produced afterward, including German, British, and Soviet designs. Yet, despite this historic innovation, by 1940 the FT was hopelessly outdated, but France still relied on hundreds of them during the early stages of World War II. 3. Hotchkiss H35 and H39. The Hotchkiss H35 and its improved successor, H39, were among the most important French light tanks of World War II. Designed initially for cavalry units rather than infantry, the Hotchkiss series sought to deliver a blend of armor protection, mobility, and versatility absent from earlier French designs. At a time when France anticipated needing fast-moving armored forces to counter threats along its borders, the H-series offered a promising solution. 4. Saumur S35. The Saumur S35 is often considered the finest French tank fielded during the 1940 campaign, and for good reason. It combined thick armor, solid mobility, and respectable firepower in a design far ahead of many of its contemporaries. Unlike most French tanks built for infantry support, the S-35 was a true cavalry tank, designed to perform reconnaissance, breakthrough operations, and exploitation maneuvers. In many ways, it resembled the early war German Panzer III, with superior armor and a more powerful gun. 5. Char B1 and B1B. The Char B1 and its upgraded variant, B1B, stand as some of the most iconic French tanks of World War II. These massive machines embodied France's interwar doctrine of deliberate, infantry-led offensives. Designed as breakthrough tanks capable of smashing through fortified lines, the Char B1 series carried both heavy armor and an unusually powerful armament arrangement that made them uniquely formidable for their time. 6. Panhard 178. The Panhard 178, officially designated AMD 35, was one of the finest armored cars of the early Second World War. Fast, well protected for its class, and equipped with a capable gun, it played a key role in French cavalry reconnaissance units. Unlike many armored cars of the era, which were lightly built and intended primarily for scouting, the Panhard 178 could hold its own in combat against enemy vehicles. 7. Renault UE. The Renault UE Chenelette was one of the French Army's most important yet least glamorous vehicles of World War II. Not a tank, not an armored car, and not even armed in its standard configuration, the Chenelette served a critical function that determined whether French infantry could fight effectively. It was the essential link that moved ammunition, supplies, food, and equipment across terrain where ordinary trucks simply could not go. The Chenelette was the backbone of French logistics, a compact, tracked workhorse designed to support combat troops under the harshest battlefield conditions. 8. Citroën Kégresse P28. The Citroën Kégresse P28 represents one of France's earliest attempts to develop a fast, flexible, and highly mobile armored scout vehicle during the interwar years. Emerging from the innovative Cagresse half-track system, the P-28 blended the advantages of a wheeled armored car with the off-road traction of a tracked vehicle. Although built in small numbers and overshadowed by later designs, the P-28 played a transitional role in France's effort to modernize its cavalry and reconnaissance forces ahead of World War II. 9. Lorraine 37L. The Lorraine 37L was one of the most important yet often overlooked vehicles in the French Army during World War II. Technically, it wasn't a combat tank. Its primary role was to serve as an armored tracked supply carrier. However, its reliability, mobility, and rugged construction made it one of the French military's most successful designs of the era. The story of the Lorraine 37L demonstrates how a simple logistics vehicle became a crucial component of French armored operations and later a valuable platform for German self-propelled guns after the fall of France. 10. Canon de 19.4mm GPF. The Canon de 19.4mm GPF, Grande Puissance Filou, was one of France's most powerful artillery pieces during the interwar period and the early years of World War II. Although originally designed during World War I by Colonel Louis Filou, the 19.4mm GPF continued to serve into 1940 and even beyond because of its exceptional range, high accuracy, and destructive firepower. This artillery gun represents a key part of French doctrine: heavy, long-range fire intended to compensate for the relatively slow pace of French armored forces.